Hey folks, how you doing? Welcome to Key West Ford TV. My name is Ryan. Thanks for joining me today as we do a walk around on a 2014 Ford Flex Limited. Now this vehicle I'm going to do a walk around today is a vehicle that's active in our inventory right now. Stock number is 1419611. I'm going to show you why this is a $40,000 used vehicle, because it's very unique and serves a unique purpose. Ford has decided to build this vehicle over the last handful of years to breathe life and character into that station wagon and minivan class, giving you a 7-passenger vehicle with mechanical, safety, and performance aspects in mind. And because we're looking at a limited trim package, luxury options as well. I want to give a special shout out to my new friend Errol. Errol, it was great to meet you the other day, and I hope you find this video that serves you well in your future vehicle shopping as you're looking at more Ford Flexes yourself. Without further ado, here's the car. Okay, you'll notice some nice clean lines and a very unique look. I love the front end, especially on these vehicles. Gives you a nice classy look, almost kind of futuristic. You have fog lamps and HID headlamps up front, sitting on 20-inch alloy wheels. You have roof rails up top, allowing you to build some cargo capacity into the roof, and a nice elongated body. Again, nice clean lines. Some people say it's a love it or hate it look. I don't know why you wouldn't love it. This is an incredibly clean looking vehicle, very sharp, very classy. On the back end here, you have the Flex badging, limited badging, you get the Ford badging and EcoBoost, twin stainless steel tailpipes. There is a backup camera right in the middle there and reverse sensors as well. Now, one of my favorite parts about this vehicle, because it is a limited, is you do get the key fob. So because this is a key fob, as long as this is in your pocket, or ladies, it is in your purse, and you are at least 2 feet away from the vehicle, you can use this to open up the doors and start the vehicle. But you also have a remote start button, lock, unlock, tailgate release, and panic alarm on the key fob for your convenience. I'm going to go ahead and open up the tailgate here. We'll show you the back end. And this is a used vehicle. The previous owner had this cargo net installed, which is very, very handy, especially when you have the third row folded flat as extra storage capacity. But I'm going to go ahead and take this down just for demonstration purposes and show you that below here, behind the third row, you actually do get quite a bit of storage space. There's even a little bit of room underneath the seats there for things if they need to kind of slide under there. Tons of room back here. If you want to fold down the third row, you go ahead and pull these tether straps to lower those headrests. Go ahead and push these buttons down here. I'm going to put it into stow mode. One touch button and away it goes. Now this is the limited trim package. Keep in mind, if you're into the other trim packages, you can still do this by hand. Very, very easy. There's a nice flat surface for you for cargo capacity. For demonstration purposes, let's also go ahead and show you the second row. Nice black premium leather there with the touch of a button. That also can fold almost flat. You see there's a little bit of an angle there, but as you notice from the back end, that 60-40 split on the second row, you can fold the other side down if you want to and get pretty much a flat storage space all the way to the back of the front row. Putting these third rows up is as simple as the push of a button. Again, nice and simple. Go ahead and get these headrests up for safety. Lower that tailgate. And let's go ahead and jump back here. Okay, so jumping into the back here, getting in the third row, this does remind me a little bit of sitting in the Ford Explorer or the Ford Expedition. You know, it's relatively roomy back here. You get cup holders, a couple of little storage compartments. Up top here, you get, you know, potentially a nice view here with the sunshade that you can release or close, and the same thing in the second row. These also have that similar sunshade that you can close. These windows here do not open like the front one does. That's a legitimate moonroof in the front, but this does give you some nice visibility and lighting. And sitting in the back row here, if I jump over here, I'll show you. My knees just barely touch. There's a little bit of room here. So, you know, not necessarily comfort for an adult size male on a 10-hour road trip, but around town and for a couple hours, not a problem at all. And in the second row, you actually get tons of room. Nice and easy to fold this back up. And in the second row, you do have climate control. You get a 3-prong 110-volt charger, 12-volt charger, and some cup holders. Of course, mat pockets on both seats. And jumping into the front, you have a power seat with 2 memory settings. And because I have the keys in my pocket, I can go ahead and put my foot on the brake, push this button, and the vehicle will start up. One of my favorite components is these automatic folding side mirrors. Just pulling that joystick back will fold those side mirrors in and out with the touch of a button. You have automatic desk sensing headlights with fog lamps, power windows, power door locks, power mirrors, power deployable tailgate. You have 2 information displays to the right and to the left of the speedometer, which I can control using these buttons on the sides of the steering wheel. Here is your entertainment controls on the steering wheel and your cruise controls on the steering wheel. And sitting with a My Ford Touch 8-inch LED screen with the full package navigation and climate control, which does give you heated and cooled seats in this Ford Flex. Of course, entertainment giving you great music, AM, FM, Sirius, satellite radio, CD, 2 USB ports, auxiliary ports, and of course streaming, up to 8 programmable phones. And if you're not into using a touchscreen, you have the more tactile approach down here for the same features. This vehicle does have a 6-speed automatic transmission. You are mated to a 3.5 liter twin turbo EcoBoost engine, putting out 365 horsepower on an all-wheel drive driveline, and a sport mode to top that off, giving you paddle shifters off the back of your steering wheel. You can literally turn this Ford Flex into a almost sports car. 365 horsepower on an all-wheel drive vehicle with paddle shifters and sport mode is a heck of a lot of fun. Make the kids laugh in the back seat, that's for sure. And also normal drive mode and very, very safe vehicle on the road, if not the safest vehicle in its class. Get some nice wood trim up here, soft touch plastics up top, some wood trim along the top of the steering wheel, leather wrap steering wheel, leather all the way throughout, nice clean lines. Now let's talk a bit about safety. You, excuse me, you have a self-park assist in this vehicle. I'll put a link here in the video to check out how the self-park assist works. And you also have collision warning system up front. And I'll show you here. I'll turn the vehicle off. And when I start it back up, notice that red LED bar? Well, that's just testing it out right now. But if you were to potentially be in a collision, that red LED bar would pop onto the windshield, giving you a warning, and the vehicle will pre-charge the brakes to make sure that in the event that there is a potential collision, you have pre-charged brakes ready to go. And you are very, very safe at that point, okay? Now, you also have in the rear quarter panel of the vehicle collision warning out the back. You have the ability for this vehicle to tell you if there's something coming from the side and not just the rear of the vehicle. So again, this vehicle gives you safety components. This vehicle gives you performance and mechanics that Ford is known for, as well as some luxury options. The clean look of the Ford Flex, unique with tons of personality and life. Why don't you come down and check it out for yourself? Come and test drive this and take a look. I hope that I've done a little bit to explain why this vehicle is worth almost $40,000. It's got less than 20,000 kilometers as a used vehicle. I'd love to put you behind the wheel for you to see for yourself. Don't take my word for it. My name is Ryan. You're on Key West Ford TV. Thanks for joining me. And come down and check us out at 301 Stewartson Way in the heart of New Westminster.